They're at the post. Here's a start from Caleb Hayes. They are off. Jewelstone went to his knees as they kicked it. He recovered, but he is last. Mucho Mojo is first on the run the first turn, though, coming through to the inside of Kiss-A-Lot. Kiss-A-Lot trying to squeeze that one out here as they work around the opening turn. Artie's Lady is a close-up third. El Franco and the Bug Girl fourth. Blueberry is fifth up to the outside. Jewelstone's on the move. On the move has went from last up into sixth as he turned up the backside. Still a link back to Rogue Element, who's shaded by Mr. Peterkin in Future Victory, and Uziar at the back of the pack. Quarter quick, 23-1. And Kiss-A-Lot on a tearaway lead has opened up 4 lengths. Mucho Mojo, the favorite's letting him go and is going to be content to track from second. Then down on the inside, Artie's Lady is third. Jewelstone to the outside fourth. Blueberry stuck in between those from fifth. Still 4 lengths back. Future Victory's on the move. And then it's Mr. Peterkin, El Franco, Rogue Element at the back of the pack. Half mile, 47-2. Kiss-A-Lot still showing the way. Mucho Mojo pressuring up to the outside. Jewelstone, after stumbling at the start, making an early bid, is third, but about to be sixth as 3 horses just went by him. Rounding the turn, 1 quarter to go. Kiss-A-Lot nursed along by the Axeman up top, still showing the way. Mucho Mojo, the favorites, has to come and get him, but he's running in place. Kiss-A-Lot has turned them all back to the top at home stretch, and Kiss-A-Lot still showing the way. He dives down toward the fence. From between horses, Blueberry down the stand side, Future Victory, and Mr. Peterkin's found his stride, but maybe too late. Kiss-A-Lot is still up top, and Kiss-A-Lot coast to coast here. Kiss-A-Lot all the way up top with the Axeman wins, gathered up in the end by about 2.5. Future Victory was second, then Mr. Peterkin and Blueberry. The running time, gate to wire, 1:37-3. And they are racing. Booyah! Had a quick beginning, risky choice, flashing speed. Laytown, the favorite, right in the middle of those as these 3 lead the charge for the first turn. Coal Miner's Kitten trying to work his way down to the rail, but Sauvignon Blanc beat him to that as they race in the opening turn. 3 wide is Mifflin, then a link for the back. Charlie's Medal in about the 4 path. Desert Highway has worked his way to the fence as he races mid-flight, 7 off the lead. Habitus is next, still 4, back to Greensfelder as they turn up the backside, and Lola's Bow's the last horse away. The quarter was 23-4, and Risky Choice clears off and opens up 2.5. The favorite, Laytown, at even money will track from second as they run up the backside. Charlie's Medal advancing, but he's been parked out wide for much of the journey. Mifflin in between horses as Coal Miner's Kitten has saved every yard. Booyah is back into the 6th position. Sauvignon Blanc starts to warm up, and Habitus is within 9 lengths of that leader as they pass the half mile, 48-2. So the leader, still Risky Choice. Now the favorite, Laytown, breezes up well in hand from second. Continuing with his wide angle, Charlie's Medal from third. Coal Miner's Kitten locked and loaded from fourth. It's going to try to push out Charlie's Medal here as they race around the turn. Still 5 back to Mifflin. On the move now from the backfield as they continue to run around the turn. Lead actor. 3 quarters, 1:13-4. Here comes Coal Miner's Kitten. Up and after Laytown as they reach the top of the home stretch. And Coal Miner's Kitten has found the front. Whip is out on Laytown. Charlie's Medal to the outside. Meanwhile, Mifflin is up the inside as Coal Miner's Kitten wandering out towards a photographer. Laytown is coming back to the inside. It's Coal Miner's Kitten to the outside. Laytown to the inside. Coal Miner's Kitten gets it done and gives Grace McAtee her first win on the meet. The running time was 1:46-4. Larry Demerit report to the winner's circle. And they are racing. Fast Giselle had an alert beginning. Intrigue jumped well. There goes Strong Odor and Malloy. Those 4 leads a charge out of the chute and up the main course. Rocks Prince is away in the 5th position. Miss Temptation is next. Hermana, she's second last. And now at the back of the pack as they head up the backside, Tap Dancing Lady. Up the backside in the Della Guardia. And it's Malloy showing the way. Fast Giselle to the outside. Strong Odor. She's to the inside of Intrigue, 3rd and 4th. Then a length and a half further back. It's Miss Temptation trying to split horses here. Rocks Princess is next. Tap Dancing Lady's underway for the backfield. Yellow Silk's White Cap catching the eye. And Hermana, she's now last. Quarter 23-3. Rounding the turn. 1 quarter to go. There's 3 across the course as Intrigue comes to tackle the pace setters. Fast Giselle to the inside. Malloy still to the inside, and Tap Dancing Lady continues to race wide. Top of the home stretch. Intrigue to the outside. Up to the inside. Malloy still fighting on. Meanwhile, Tap Dancing Lady could not kick on after that wide journey, but up top it's Intrigued who's showing the way, and it's the Ball-Faced filly with a 16th to go. Intrigue, the daughter of Into Mischief. She was tons the best. Jock wrapped up the final 16th. They won by almost 4 in the end. Intrigue, now a 3-time winner from 8 starts for Peter Blum Thoroughbreds. Mike Maker and Corrales with another victory here at the meet. Running time 1:17 flat. Intrigued, impressive in the Freddie De La Guardia Memorial. Daughter of Practical Joke. She's in. They're at the post. And they are racing in the permanently disabled Jockey's Fun race. The newcomer, Love Not, broke sharply. Never Tell Patty on the stretch out. She's flashing speed. There she goes. Underneath, Never Tell Patty. Clearing off a link to Love Not, who's away in the second position. From between horses, Larry Best, Exhibit Hall. Up to the outside, Swiss Frank. She's a close-up fourth as they work around the opening turn. Summertime Rose is fifth and 4 off the pace. And a link back to Golden Runner. More Than Glory saddles up alongside her. Still 4 back to Allie Miss Love. Then the gray, Hazan. And 9 or 10, maybe even 11 back to Accidental Icon, who's probably 20 out of it as they run up the backside, just outside 4.5 furlongs to go, and it's the Jammers. Never Tell Patty showing the way. She's in front 3 parts of a length. Exhibit Hall from between horses. Love Not, she's out 3 deep from third. Into the far turn, Summertime Rose. She's going to be parked out in about the 4 path. From between horses, Swiss Frank, More Than Glory. Starts to warm up down on the inner rail, and here she comes with momentum. But it's Never Tell Patty who's been left alone on the lead. Now the quarter was up, 23 seconds flat, half mile, 46 and 4. So she's been going at a pretty good clip. Never Tell Patty stretching out, showing the way. Exhibit Hall is being asked to come and get her, but More Than Glory appears to be the danger as she's moving with Swiss Frank 4 across the course to the top of the home stretch as they lean into the lane. And Never Tell Patty still fighting on. Up to the outside, Swiss Frank as Exhibit Hall splitting horses D3 with a furlong to go. And Swiss Frank coming after the lead. Exhibit Hall is back into second, 1/16 to go. Swiss Frank, she's been a bridesmaid in her last 2, but she's going to walk the aisle to the winner's circle tonight. And she won by about 3.5. Exhibit Hall was second in Golden Runner. The running time 1:38 and 4. Movement from Jubilant Joni. She settles. They are off. Slight stumble for Golden Dagger. Not the best beginning for the Teaser Got Loose, but a fast one up to the outside for Witch of November. Meet and Secret jumped well. And now Jubilant Joni flashing speed underneath, and there she goes. Jubilant Joni out to set the tempo, but Witch of November, she'll have none of that. She comes to pressure up to the outside. Meanwhile, racing into third position, Meet and Secret to her outside is Super Stormy. Down on the inside, it's De Lovely. From between horses, the gray, More Than a Diva, parked out wide into the far turn run. That's Golden Dagger. Still 2 back to Red Hot Genie, and 3 to the Teaser Got Loose. The quarter 23 seconds flat. Contested opening quarter. Witch of November up to the outside. Pokes a nostril in front. Jubilant Joni's back into second. Up to the extreme outside. Here comes Golden Dagger. Moves a closer third. Whip is out on Meet and Secret, and Super Stormy's under a heavy ride from the backfield. Red Hot Genie starts to heat up, but she's way out wide. Top of the home stretch, and Golden Dagger comes to tackle the pace setter. She opens up 2. Down the center of the track, More Than Diva, Meet and Secret trying to split horses. 1/16 to go. Golden Dagger's still there. More Than Diva's lunging up to the outside. They're inside the final 50 yards. Golden Dagger, well prepared by Billy Morey, wins at first asking, and the leading rider of the Bug Boy, Walter Rodriguez, up top in 1:18 and 1. Man with the moves to the outside. They are at the post, and they are racing. Halloween out to set the tempo. Man with the moves, flashing speed, and Run for Reagan on debut. The son of Run Happy comes on through to the inside, and it's Run for Reagan showing the way. Man for the moves, pressures up to the outside from second. Down along the inside, Chiron now moves a closer third. Then it is Halloween, who started fast but is back into fourth on the run down the backstretch. Peruvian Lady saddles up fifth, about a half a dozen leaks off the lead. Midnight Channel is second last, and at the back of the pack, Troy Boy. The quarter was 23-1. Into the far turn. Run for Reagan, still battling it out with Man with the Moves. From between horses, Chiron is set to strike from third. Halloween comes up to the outside in fourth. And then Ronak is fifth and about 6 off the pace to the inside. Peruvian Lady. Then a link further back to Midnight Channel as they race around the turn. 1/4 to go. Half mile, 46-3, and Reagan is still there to the inside, and Run for Reagan still showing the way, but Man with the Moves for Swingley to the outside. Here comes Chiron and down the center. Peruvian Lucky is flying down the center of the course. Peruvian Lucky collaring Chiron. Peruvian Lucky to the outside. Chiron battling, but Peruvian Lucky was just too good. One gathered up by a half a length. Then it was Chiron and a long way back to a trio of horses hit the wire in a photo for the Shoto. Running time 1:17-4. Expect to be part of the early go to the outside. They are at the post. And they are racing in the second running of the Sarita Song. And it was a quick start for Cora Pearl. Somebody's Problem in BG Warrior, as expected, out to set the tempo. So BG Warrior out to the front. Cora Pearl away in second. Somebody's Problem now third. Then Twice as Sweet is fourth. From between horses, a favorite Sunday Shoes. Towards her inside, collecting flatters. Still 4 back to Jill Jitterbug. The Gray Personal Pursuit is next. As Willow Ben races in between them. Still 3 back to Sally Sassy. The quarter for BG Warrior, 22-1. She shows the way by 2 to Cora Pearl. Here's Somebody's Problem, the daughter of Run Happy, racing up into second, and right on her back is Twice as Sweet, who is now fourth. Sunday Shoes is fifth as they race around the turn. BG Warrior still flashing those feet to the field. Somebody's Problem ranges up to her flank to the outside. Meanwhile, splitting horses, here comes Sunday Shoes, top of the home stretch. BG Warrior trying to save some ground here, but Sunday Shoes finds an opening along the fence outside the furlong grounds, and she explodes through that hole. Here comes Sunday Shoes up the fence. Somebody's Problem is still fighting. Jill Jitterbug loose and charging down to the wire. Sunday Shoes, what a filly. Sunday Shoes, another impressive win. She remains undefeated. She goes up the fence to win, to take the Serena Song in a nice time of 1:10-3. They're at the post. And they are racing. Good start for the Gray English Tide. Caramel Bay flashing speed. There goes Sergeant Barger up 3 wide from third. Graceful Kitten in behind that trio from fourth as they work around the opening turn. Takafumi in between horses. Hep Hep Hooray up to the outside. Toss of Face got shuffled back a couple of spots. Leave It to Kitten advances to the outside of him. Bejan Rum is second last, and Karam will have to run by them all from the back of the pack. The quarter for English Tide was 23-3. Shows the way a length and a half to Sergeant Barger, who's racing in second. Up on the outside, Hemp Hooray is third. In between horses, Caramel Bay fourth. To the inside is Graceful Kitten, the son of Kitten's Joy and the Bug Boy, tracking the speed from 4.5 off the lead. Takafumi in behind him. Then it is Leave It to Kitten, Toss of Fate, still 3. Back to Karam. Half mile, 48 seconds flat. English Tide's been left alone up top, still shows the way a length and a half. Sergeant Barger in chase mode from second. Hemp Hooray to the outside, closing in from third. Graceful Kitten is fourth as they race around the turn. And from the backfield, starting to close in as they work around the turn. Here comes Takafumi, but he's 4 wide as they race towards the top of the home stretch. And English Tide has shouldered the load. English Tide off the turn, still there. Graceful Kitten trying to split horses to the inside. Sergeant Barger won't let him out. Down the center, here comes Hep Hooray and Takafumi. Hep Hooray striking the front. Takafumi gaining ground to the outside. Here comes Karam from last. It's Karam, but Takafumi reaching up for the lead. Down to the wire. Hip Hooray. A photo! I think Takafumi got a good bob there, but was in a photo with Hip Hooray. 1:37-2. And they are racing. The 2 Garcia horses broke sharply. Noble John Now, from between horses, there goes My Grass Is Blue up the inside, Sprinkle Head, and Cleat is forwardly placed on the run down the backstretch. My Grass Is Blue in between horses, just underneath Noble John on the run down the backstretch, a separation of 2, back to Levy Proud. Gun Rush in between horses, up on the extreme outside, Big Boss Ben in Renaissance, and at the back of the pack, Indigo Rich. They're well bunched on the run down the backstretch, the quarter 22 and 1. 4 across the course. Here comes a blitz from Noble John up to the outside. Sprinklehead still fighting on as they race around the turn. Cleat is under a heavy ride. Big Boss Ben moving well as they race around the turn to the top of the home stretch. And Garcia's 1-2 at this juncture as Noble John and Big Boss Ben, they'll turn them down. It is Noble John showing the way. Big Boss Ben on the attack. Here's Gun Rush unleashing a rally down the stand side. Whip is out on Noble John. Gun Rush is gaining ground. Here comes Gun Rush after Noble John. It's Noble John digging down deep. Gun Rush is lunging down to the wire. Noble John, Gun Rush, Noble John hanging on over a late charging Gun Rush. Then it was Big Boss Ben, and it looked like Undismayed and Indigo Rich photoed for the Miners. The running time was 1:11 and 1.